What's up guys, gals, and non-binary pals? Welcome back to Art by Flan. Today we have another old sketchbook tour. I know the last few old art videos I've done have been from old digital art, but I figured I'd hop back into my sketchbooks here. And taking a trip back in time to 2008. Looks like early. I went through and dated all these as best I could, so early 2008 is what we're looking at right now. So I was probably 17 at this point in time. So let's see what we got in this front pocket here. Oh, that's not mine. That's not mine. Okay, looks like this is a sketch of Jaku's Otaku Senshi form. Sailor, what did I call it? Sailor Selene. This is like the original standard costume, and this is the one that I sort of cobbled together for her. And I really like this design. I mostly kept it. I think there's a piece on my channel of me drawing her in this. So it's been around a while. Almost 10 years. Gosh, almost 10 years! Gosh. Moving on. Let me just go ahead and fold this. Oh, first page is blank as always. So this is my character Oldies. This was after a redesign of her original form. And you can see her current version on... Oh yeah, I did do a piece. I was like, did I do a piece of her? Yeah, I did a pin-up piece of what she looks like these days, but this is what she looked like previously. This is another updated from her original version, but I am really happy with her current version as well. So this was my character Athena. And this looks to be mushy art of me and my ex. One thing I've noticed that has not changed about my art is I still draw heads way too big. One thing I am happy with about my art, though, is that I've just started using up the page, and it's not all 3/4 busts. So this was a couple doodles. This was supposed to be like an alternate form, i.e. a more attractive form of myself. This was a doodle of actual me, and then this was a scribble of the swan logo from the TV show Lost. I was really obsessed with the Dharma Initiative from that show. I really loved Lost in general, but I was really obsessed with the Dharma Initiative and their logos and all that creepy, spooky ARG lore behind it. This is a Oldies, and I don't know who this is. I guess it's supposed to be based off the Cheshire Cat? Maybe? That's sort of the vibe I'm getting, so that's what we're gonna go with. And Oldies is just breathing out some funky smoke here. Nothing too exciting. So far, this sketchbook, I'm really happy that it's been mostly OCs and stuff, and not mushy art of my ex-boyfriend. So that's a plus going there. I think this was... First of all, what's going on with these legs? These bow legs going on here. Second, I think this is supposed to be like a Transformers character or something. I vaguely remember doing like wires for hair and like half android limbs or something. I don't know, maybe. I can't get on these stupid legs. These stupid bow legs. Here you have another bust of me, I guess. Gosh, I'm so mad at my past self for wasting all this paper. So here we're... Oh, now we're back to the mushy stuff. So, here was a picture of alternate forms for alternate AU stuff of me and my ex's characters, I guess I could say. I wouldn't call them saunas of any kind, so I'll just say characters. Why does she look so big? She looks so big in comparison. Look at this head. What even? Also, what are these short arms? Look at these short arms. So we have a couple more, I'm assuming, characters. This says costume. I'm not sure what for. And I don't know who this is. I'm not sure who this is. She's cute though. I like that outfit. I might use that for something. More of that AU version of myself. I was really into drawing that because I stopped drawing us because I felt weird, I guess, about drawing he and I even though we weren't together anymore. So I just like made up AUs where I could just sort of pour my emotions out about him. I was 17. Leave me alone. This is not, no judgment. Do what you gotta do to get better, kids. Another drawing of me. So, fun thing about myself in high school, like I said, I was really into Lost. So, two things you could always find me wearing in high school, in junior, senior year, about that, was my striped headband, which I still have somewhere in the house, and I don't know if you guys have ever seen the TV show Lost, but in it there's a character named Charlie, and I loved him. And in the pilot of the show, I think, he hurts his knuckles, so he tapes them together and he writes fate on them. So I was so in love with the show and so in love with this character, like I even have the action figure they released for him. I would do that on the same hand that he did it every single day. I had like little surgical tape that I would put around my fingers and write fate on every single day. Looking back, it was kind of weird. More art of myself character. Is this hand backwards? Or is it supposed to be a thumb? It looks like a pinky. Look at that. Let me see if I can, well, I'm just gonna make it blurry. But yeah, it looks like a pinky, but it's a thumb, I think. Maybe? I'm also seeing a lot of similarities between the faces I drew here and the faces I draw now. I feel like there's a lot of similarities there. Like either I was way ahead of my time with this or I've retrograded now. Some doodles. Here's a palace. Don't know what I was drawing a palace for, but it looks like there's snow on it. And this is actually a sketch for a finished piece that people in my day-to-day life just seem to love. Like, they adored this piece. It was all line art with like a black and white line art with like a hint of red on her lips or something, and it seemed like people just loved that piece, and I'm not quite sure why. Here we have my character Apollo, just being a dude. As you can tell, my men and women had similar body shapes, generic hourglass shapes. I now know that they do come in different sizes and shapes, but at the time, that was the only shape I could do. Oh gosh. Here's some anthro stuff of my character Coco. I was trying to nail down how I wanted her to look. Needless to say, this is not it. Also, I'm sorry if you hear dogs barking, my window's open, it's kind of hot in my room, but this is not the anthro look I wanted for her. Some more art of my ex. I can't wait till I can go through one of these sketchbooks and not see him at all. Y'all, I'm gonna be so freaking happy when I can move past my moody, I'm so in love teenage phase. You don't even know. So this was another Otaku Senshi of mine. I don't remember her name, but I did quite a few pieces of her. Mostly like coloring book edits and stuff, but I really liked her design, so I may bring her back or something. I don't know. I say that in every book, like, oh, I'm gonna bring this character back or redraw this, and then I never do it because I forget. Yeah, this is just looks like to be a quick little scribble of her. Oh, jeez. Okay. So these appear to be unicorn people. I remember her. She was this unicorn girl I drew every once in a while. Like, she had like this really pretty blue theme that I really enjoyed to her, and I guess this was just a fella to go with her, I guess. Again, I'm very sorry about my dogs barking. I feel like, hold on just a moment. Okay, sorry about that. I had to stop the dogs from barking in the background. They heard something outside and it set them off. So these were two characters I had. He was a vampire. Obviously, this is around the time Twilight came out. Like I said in previous videos, I was pretty big into the whole Twilight scene. But then again, I was the target audience for it. So, so he was a vampire and he was not. And he was trying to appear normal so he could go around with this guy, but it wasn't quite working because he was just too beautiful or something. I kind of like these guys. I remember doing quite a few pieces on them, so I might bring them back. I said that for the last one. Once more, hold on. Okay, let's see if we can get through this without any more interruptions. Here, I don't know what this is, just a head, I guess. A weirdly proportioned bulbousy head. Like, so, from what I can see here, here is the initial starting circle. Right here. But then I just added the face on to the bottom instead of on the actual circle. This is a mess. And these are necklace ideas. I wanted to kind of make like a metal themed lost necklace with the Dharma symbols and the numbers or something maybe. But obviously that didn't come to fruition. But these were just sort of designs I had for that. More Lost fan art. This eventually became the digital piece, but in one of the interviews, the actor for Charlie mentioned having tea with the smoke monster. If you're familiar with the show, you'll know what that means. If not, it's just as crazy as it sounds. Also as plausible as it sounds. But anyway, so that's what I sort of drew here, was Charlie having tea with the smoke monster. Pull that down a bit. Another old OC of mine. What was her name? I can't remember her name, her actual name, but I just kept calling her Swingback, and I'm not sure why. Maybe because she had a baseball bat, that was sort of her weapon thing. But I drew several pieces of her, and so this is one of them. I had a story for her, and I had some of it jotted down, but I honestly couldn't tell you what it was anymore. So this is actually was a design for my prom dress. I was going to make my own prom dress and have it Princess Serenity themed. So I was going to make the dress and, you know, put my hair up in buns and sort of simulate the long pigtails with fabric and just sort of do the embroidery and stuff on the dress. This didn't come to fruition. I eventually ended up actually I did make my own prom dress, and it was actually more of a Greek toga inspired thing. I really liked it. I thought it was pretty cool. I don't have any pictures of it left, I don't think. But yeah, this was the initial me trying to hash that out. I had big plans as a kid. The character from before, I think, Swingback, and I don't know what this is. I guess maybe this was the start of a comic or something? Because I did doodle comics a lot in high school, but they never came to anything because I'm a really bad storyteller. I think this is the start of some Christmas gift art, because for a while, every year, around Christmas, I would do free requests and just draw something for people, just because, you know, getting to the holiday spirit or whatever, spirit of giving. So I think this is the beginning of that. I don't remember who this one was for, but I vaguely remember they wanted their Gaia Online avatars of her and her significant other, so that's what this is. Ooh boy, okay, some more old art. So we have Jakku, we have hashing out some designs for Jakku. Okay, now I'm for certain. This was a Transformers animated fan character, because that's Transformers animated Optimus Prime. I had the hots for Optimus Prime. Who wouldn't? He's a very sexy truck. I think this is lost fan art of Charlie and what was her name? Was it Claire? Gosh, I feel like such a bad fan now. I just totally blanked on her name. But there was fan art of those two. I'm not sure what this is, but everything with it is wrong. Like, there's nothing about this anatomy that screams, this is accurate. Again, with these heads. Like I said, I would draw the circle. Like, I had the circle technique, but I wasn't doing it right. Like, here's the circle, and then the face is down here instead of up or on here where it should be. More designs of Jakku as a Senshi. More takes on her outfit. I guess I was thinking of redesigning it, or maybe this came first and the other one came second. I'm not sure. There wasn't a date on that one. But, so yeah, that's what that is. More art of Jakku, just in kind of her goddess form, and looking all sad and mopey, which was my general feeling in high school. I had depression. I still have it. But I didn't acknowledge it as a child, because I didn't know what it was. Here we have a doodle of myself in red pen. This says I like to doodle in red pen. I don't anymore, because I don't like to doodle in pen. Not sure who this is. This was sort of a character who is related to my character Nan. She was the same kind of creature as he was, just her mask was different shaped. I don't really have any more information on her because I didn't really develop her that much. So here we have another moody, emotional piece of myself and my evil alter ego, Ed. EDD. This is just my initials, so I just named her Ed. You know, I can really see how my style evolved from this to what it is now. I can definitely see where it's starting to emerge here. But yeah, here's some more moody teenage art for you guys, because why not? So here's another piece of Jaku with only one eye. I don't know what's going on here, but she's only got the one eyeball. Maybe I couldn't get the other one to look right. I don't know. But this was her in kind of her, how do I say it, purified form. Because she, in her, like, one of her original stories, I won't say original, one of her other stories, she started out as this kind of dark, brooding goddess, and something happened, and she became human, and then while she was human, she reascended to goddesshood as this new, purified form, and so that's what this is. This character again, maybe it's supposed to be swingback. I can't remember now, looking at it. This was one of the first doodles I did of a Transformer Sona. Is that a thing? Myself as a Transformer. I don't know if that's a thing. And this is a sim. I can't remember his name, but I loved him to death. He was like the best sim I ever had. He lived forever and had like 3 alien babies. He was great. I loved him. He was like a stay-at-home writer and his husband was like a doctor or something. I don't know. I play a lot of The Sims. Oh my gosh, no! No, okay. So, first of all, we have some key designs. These are supposed to be like brooch designs for Jaku's Senshi form. So we have some brooch designs, and I think her little sister, because she had a little sister in that universe, had a key. I don't know who this is. Kind of looks like Yuna from Final Fantasy, but not quite. And these were from... This is the little emo kid from Horton Hears a Who. And this is myself as a Who. Is that what they're called? Who? It's not Whovian, because that's for Doctor Who. But I think if you're a Dr. Seuss Who, oh my gosh, it's just a Who. So this is around the time that movie came out. I think a friend wanted me to draw him, and then I just wanted to take a stab at myself as a Who. Which is actually pretty cute. That's not bad either. Moving on. So here we have another character, another version of myself, I guess, as this sort of, I don't want to say the G word because that's a slur, Romani vampire esque character. Very stereotypical, maybe racist, not sure. But so that's what this is, and I don't know what this is. This is how I was mostly able to date this sketchbook. Here's this doodle of G1 Optimus Prime, and you know it's serious business because it's shaded in pencil and it's dated. So this is 2008 in April. So this is early 2008. So that's how I knew how to date this sketchbook, was this lovely drawing of 80s Optimus Prime. Doodle of me, not accurate. I was fat in high school. I'm fat now. I want everybody to remember that. And I think this is maybe my ex. I think so. He really likes that pillow though, whoever he is. Okay, so I think everyone has these phases. I didn't like it, and I got so frustrated that I scribbled it out. I wouldn't advise this. As you can see, I haven't done it a lot, and I didn't do it a lot then, and I certainly don't do it a lot now, but it kind of ruins this piece, and you can't see what you made. And that's, at the time, how it made sense was like, I'm just bad at art, I hate everything, I don't want to do this anymore. And so I just got fed up with it. But looking back at it now, I wish I didn't, so I could see that, hey, what I can see is not actually that bad for the time. And then we have this random chick, I don't know who she is, and this random spooky no-eyed little girl that I don't know who she is. Oh look! It's my version of me in a fun springtime outfit with these crazy bow legs going on, and for some reason, oh okay, I think it's supposed to stop here. Like listen, if my crotch is way up here, I'm pretty sure even that length of hair would show through a little bit. Maybe, I don't know, but these bow legs, they kill me. And look, even see, you can see here that I have the fate on my fingers because that was something, again, I did every single day. But I forgot to on my graduation, which was really sad. Here we have a Pikachu girl? An Eevee girl? I'm not sure, because it has like the Eevee collar and tail, but it has like Pikachu spots on her cheeks. I know it, does Eevee have those? No, she doesn't. I know what Pikachu and Eevee look like, so I don't know what's going on with this. Maybe it was supposed to be Pikachu. Well, tail's not right. I don't know. I'm not sure. It's one of the small rodent Pokemon. Well, I guess a fox is in a rodent, but you get what I mean. Anyway, it's a Pokemon thing. Okay, so here's my character, Athena. She was kind of a pilot, smart military character, obviously based off of the Greek goddess Athena, and she's pretty cute, actually. Don't know what's going on with her boobs. That's not how boobs work, but you get the point. What's this? This is a paper. Oh, this must be for school or something. No, it's just got this cute little doodle of Coco on it. That's probably why I kept it. I think I did a digital version of this one. And here's some Jaku expressions, which I need to work on because I feel like I've got a bad case of same face syndrome going on these days. Here were some more doodles for Jaku's Cintiq. I worked on bios for them, so I drew a lot of their brooches and their weapons and stuff. So this was her sword, and I don't know what this is. Again, I scribbled it out. What is that? Let's see if I can... Is it a... What is it? I don't know what that is. I wish I knew, but I don't, because I messed it up good. So I would never know what that is. Okay. Don't know who these characters are. This is a zombie bitch. I think these are lyrics, and these characters, Liam and Miyu. I think those are Sims too. I think these are also Sims. But I couldn't tell you anything about them. I don't know anything about her. Other than she's some, like, zombie chick, I guess. We're getting racy up in here. This is definitely based on my ex. This great horrid body type. And apparently he was a vampire too. This was what's I'm looking for? Smexy. Oh god, I hate that word. Oh my god. I used to use it in abundance, and now it's like, do not even come at me with that word. But yeah, that was supposed to be. Oh look, more edgy art of vampire AUs of us. The story was, like, he was a vampire, and I was this, like, Romani fortune teller kind of magic creature psychic thing. And we had this, like, really jagged relationship where we loved each other, but we hated each other, and it was just, like, drama. This was supposed to be me, I guess. I don't know what's going on with my face, but I kind of like that aesthetic. I was digging that. Also, why are my boobs in my armpits? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'll never know. I'll have to go back. So these are some more characters from Jaku's original story that was more steampunky and more, she was a pilot, steampunky, whatever. This was like, I don't remember their names. I don't remember the names. I feel bad because I don't remember the names, but he was like the engineer, and he was kind of the stereotypical stoic guardian who had pledged himself to Jaku for some reason, I don't know. But that's who these guys are. It's nice to see I was branching out, though. Everything wasn't just attractive anime voice. So, look! I even did try! I tried harder then than I did now! Here's a whole page of hands and feet to, practice with. Oh, some of these hands are still really nice. I'm really proud of me. I remember my friend Cody hated this page because he hates feet. He has this feet... I'm crooked a bit, y'all. Hold on. He has this feet phobia, so he hated looking at this page. More practice. Look at that. I'm a little proud of me. I was even trying to draw dudes. Look at that, y'all. I was trying to figure out eyes and faces, which are really slanted either way. His hips don't lie. They kind of do. But, so yeah, wow, I'm really happy with me for practicing some anatomy. Way to go, Path, Danny. Here's more characters from, Jaku's old story. This was the little cabin boy, and this was Artemis, apparently, and she doesn't like being in dresses and is not amused. Mushy art of me and my ex, because apparently we were still talking at the time, but I still cared about him or something, maybe? I don't know. You got me, Earl. This was another Christmas picture of somebody, I think it was a guy, oh gosh, this got wet, apparently. of somebody. I remember, again, this was a Gaia avatar, because they had those like weird plushy cat things that would hang off of them all the time. So yeah, that was another Christmas piece for that. What is this? What are these? Okay, so this is a stereotypical French vampire named Jean-Claude. This is apparently Edward Cullen. Again, I'm not going to apologize for my Twilight phase. I was a target audience, and I didn't know better. And I don't know what this is. This is a guy with some hair. Looks like a turnip. And this looks like we're getting towards the end of the sketchbook. More mushy notes, romantic things. This is like copied French homework, and because I like found a picture of he and I in my old French homework, and I was like, oh god, I'm so sad. So I drew this. Oh, this is Jaku, and like I said, her ascended form at the time or whatever. And I think, did I do anything with this? I might have pixeled this, but I don't think so. I don't know what I put in here. I did a similar piece for like a humanized Okami, but I don't know if I ever actually did anything with this and her short ass arm. I like this though. I like this composition. So that looks to be the end of the actual sketchbook. We got some stuff in the back here. This looks like a drawing I did for Jaku and her crew. This was where she was gonna go, and this is where everybody else was going to go. I don't know if I ever followed through with this. I know I did a group picture, but I think it wasn't Jaku and the other god characters, it was her crew, so I don't know. Here we have, oh, that wasn't the end. That was just in there. Sorry about my dogs, I can't get them to stop barking to save my life. This was Aries and Jaku. I don't know if they're supposed to be interacting or not, but if they are, it's wrong. Oh, hey! So, if you saw my redraw video of my stripper character, Peppermint Dandy, this was another updated version of her. I actually kind of like this. This is really cute. I keep coming back to that character. After all these years, I keep coming back to her. More mushy art of myself and my ex with no eyes. And false promises. And the last page is blank. And it looks like there's some stuff back here. It might just be blank paper. Yeah, this is just like to be... Oh, there's some drawings in here. Okay, hold on. So this is... Oh, hey, it was that piece from before, but I went over it. This is tracing paper. I went over it. This is pre-Lightbox, y'all. If you didn't have a Lightbox, you had tracing paper. But I went over it in like ink and ballpoint pen for kind of a really sketchy, messy look, and then I colored it in Photoshop, and it created a really neat effect. This is nothing. Okay, so here's some edgy art. Me and my ex. Pencil shaded so you know it was serious business. Oh, hey, look, here's more of that robot character of mine, my Transformers Autobot Sauna. I'm just gonna keep making up words. I don't know, I'm not in the Transformers fandom. I don't know if there's words for those. Here's some sketches of her limbs, how I wanted to depict those. I'm assuming that's Apollo? I guess he had a monocle. I don't know. I know he had glasses, so maybe that's what that's supposed to be. I'm sorry for this big crease here. It just happens with age, y'all. I didn't take good care of my art. More of my character and Optimus Prime, and a little doodle that says hell. Hell, I say. I'm pretty certain I was going to hell. But listen, I know there's worse than me out there nowadays, so don't feel bad, Past Danny. There's nothing. Oh, here's some more of that Sim guy that I love so much, so I doodled him. I don't know what this is. Something about ice cream, maybe? Is that a pudding? Sorry, I was reading this. I zoned out for a minute. I don't know how long that was. Sorry, guys. This is a doodle of me singing and getting spooked by a little roly-poly bug. Don't know what was up with that. I don't know who that is. Maybe an alt... No, I don't know who that is. I don't know who this is. This is supposed to be me as a doggo, apparently. Because I was a filthy furry for a while. Here is Jaku in her ascended form. And then, oh, I guess it's supposed to be the bottom half of this because I drew too low on the page. Maybe the page wasn't big enough. I don't know. Yeah, that's what that's supposed to be. So there. See, when in doubt, kids. Stretch it onto another page. And then I think, yep, and that's all for this sketchbook. Ah. I feel like that was a lot, but it wasn't a lot at all. If you guys like what you see, don't forget to click that like button. You can always subscribe to get a new video from me every single week. And if you want notifications of when I post a new video, you can hit that little dingy bell on next to the subscribe button and you'll get a notification every time I post something. And don't forget to leave a comment down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye-bye.